Hello, my Kandor crafters. If you're new here, welcome. If you are loyal, welcome back. Today, I will be making good on my promise for a Canva tutorial. I will be showing you how I made these mini payment/social media plaques all using Canva. For the first sign, I'm using the poster setting just to get the template correct because it is a bit taller than the second sign. Next, I go over to the text button on the left-hand side and I start typing. This sign is for my aunt, who is the owner of a small boutique called Cute is Cute. So I'm going to type, "Hey cutie." The font I'm going to use for this is Playlist Script. Then I just resize the text to make it a bit bigger and center it to my liking. Then it's time to work on the QR code. If you didn't know, you can generate a QR code directly from Canva, and it's free. If you watched my last video, I introduced Linktree. I like this method much better because you're able to change and switch around your links without having to worry about changing your QR code. If you haven't seen my last video, then I'm going to link it in the cards above so you guys can watch that right after this. Next up is the icons. Now, I do pay for Canva Pro. I definitely do think that it's worth it. But for the sake of this video, I'm only going to use free icons so I can show you guys that you can get the same effect without having to pay the extra for the subscription. Now, some icons won't let you change the color, so just be mindful of that. If you want to have a cohesive piece, like I'm doing, I'm turning all of my icons black. I don't worry too much about resizing them at first because I just wanted to make sure that I had all the icons that I needed. Then, being the perfectionist I am, I come back, make sure everything is sized perfectly and spaced perfectly. But I'm going to show you guys a trick on how to get the perfect spacing, so stay tuned. Once I get all my icons together, it's time to size them correctly. So I zoom in and get to work. Now, luckily, Canva does have guidelines, so that helps a lot when trying to get the perfect size. It doesn't always work because sometimes you have odd shapes, but it definitely helps. All right, now here's my trick. Once you're done sizing your icons, take your first one and place it where you want your icons to start. Then you're going to take your last icon, right? And you're going to place that where you want your icons to end. Take your mouse, left click, and select all of your icons. Click on the positions button, and at the bottom of that tab is going to say space evenly, and you're going to click vertically. Now that's going to evenly space all your icons that's in the middle, in between your first and your last icon. Now I put a call to action, which is scan code to connect with us, and then I put her website at the bottom. Now I know it's looking a little bit tight right now, but I just wanted to get everything on the paper, on the template first, and then I'm gonna go back and resize it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I just use a regular font for this one because I wanted it to be clear and concise, and I just wanted people to be able to read it because it is smaller than the rest, so I didn't want to do a fancy font. Lastly, I just resized everything to make sure everything fit and it didn't look too tight. Then I just download my project as a PDF and I printed it out with my printer. I use cardstock paper because it's thicker than regular printer paper. I added a gold border around the paper just to add a little razzle dazzle, and I wanted it to mimic my aunt's logo. So yeah, this is how it turned out. Very easy, very simple. I wanted to start with this just so you guys won't get too overwhelmed. And if you guys want to support a small business, you can go ahead and check out my aunt. Her website is hercuteiscute.com. You can also follow her on Instagram at hercuteiscute. No, this is not a sponsored video, but I just had to shout her out real quick. The holidays is coming up, and she sells women's accessories. She also sells bags, belts, hats, scarves, sunglasses. You name it, she got it, okay? Tell her I sent you. Now, the second sign is a bit more complex. It has more moving parts, but I promise you guys it's not as hard as it seems. I got you, okay? And I will be using some of Canva's Pro features for this tutorial, so just bear with me. I'm going to start with a marble background. I actually got this marble background from another template that's already in Canva. Not sure if it's a pro feature or not. I found it a while ago. And if I can find it again, I will definitely link it in the description below, okay? After getting my marble background, I go to the Elements tab and I search for paintbrush strokes or paint strokes. I thumb through all of the options because there's so many options, but the key is I need to find a paintbrush stroke that I can change the color. So like I said previously, not all elements you're able to change the color. So I find one that I like and I go from there. I'm starting with my logo first, and since this paint stroke is not big enough, I have to duplicate and flip it to make it longer. And once I do that, I copy that with Control C, and then I paste it with Control V. Yeah, Control V. Or you can just right click, left click, right click. You right click and you can copy and paste like that as well. And I just keep building it and stacking it until it's big enough and to my liking. Once I'm done sizing my paint strokes, I group all of the paint strokes together so they will all move as one piece. Next, I duplicate the brush strokes and make it smaller so I can put my Connect with Us there. Now it's time to go back to my Elements tab, and this time I'm going to do a paintbrush stroke but in a circle. Now this circle is going to be kind of like a border for my Popple. If you don't know what a Popple is, then let me tell you, it is pretty much a digital business card. I'm going to go more into detail about it later on in the video, and I also have a 20% off coupon code so you guys could grab your own Popple. But let's get back into this tutorial. Now that I have all my elements in place, it's time to add some text. So I'm going to start with my logo, and luckily Canva has a branding kit. So in your branding kit, you pretty much have all your fonts, your color schemes. You can upload your own font. Like, there's so much in your branding kit, so it's just easy and quick to get to. You don't have to look for it every single time or even remember the name of the font that you use for your brand. I already went over how to do the icon, so I'm not going to do that again. I'm just going to copy and paste it from the template I already made. Some of these icons are pro though. They are the pro features, and y'all could tell by the different shapes and stuff like that. But the pro features, I'm telling you guys, if you have a business or anything that has to do with like branding, like Canva Pro is your best friend. Like even editing YouTube videos, I use Canva for editing my YouTube videos, to do templates and stuff like that, green screen. Like Canva is where it's at. I'm just gonna tell y'all. And no, this is not sponsored. Canva, if you do want to sponsor me, go ahead and just hit me up in my email, because I am an advocate, okay? I pay my little $12 a month. Like I truly do, and I don't regret it, not one bit. Now it's time to have some fun with our call to action text. I'm going to do a curved text for this because the Popple's round, so yeah. It just makes sense. I'm low-key lazy, and I just copy and paste the text boxes I already have. So I spell out tap phone here, but I do space out each letter just to give it more of a curve, and so that you can read it better. I feel like you can read it better if it's spaced out. Maybe it's just an aesthetics thing, I don't know. I just feel like it looks better. So to curve your letters, you're just going to go ahead, tap the text box and go to effects. Scroll down, and under shapes is going to say curve. And from there, you're just going to move the slider either left or right, wherever, like however you want your letters to curve. I'm putting my call to action at the bottom, so I want them to curve up instead of down. After everything is to my liking, I just go ahead and download this as a PDF file, and I print it out on my printer. And honestly, I cut it out with my Cricut, but it's such a simple shape that you really don't have to. You can definitely hand cut it. I'm just a perfectionist. And if I didn't mention, these frames are from Dollar Tree actually, and they're very small, 4x6 and 6x4. Now to introduce you to the Popple. The Popple is a digital business card. Once you tap your phone to it, and mind you, you can tap your iPhone, Android, Google, any kind of phone you have, a person just taps it and it brings them to your Popple page. There's no app required, and you pretty much put any and every link that you have. I have the original Popple, the one that you stick on your phone, but they have expanded so much. They have keychains now. They have like actual cards, like one card, and you can just tap it to someone's phone. They have wristbands. They have party packs, like say if you have a big business, you can give it to other people, like other workers. They have such a huge variety of different Popples, and you can save 20% off with the code Kandor. Kandor. Popple is also eco-friendly because you don't have to worry about buying business cards anymore. And what's even better about it, they give you your own personal QR code. So even if you lose your Popple or you leave it at home or something, you can literally just add your Popple QR code to your wallet, and that will still bring people to your Popple page. So if you're a business owner, this is definitely a game changer. And that's it for this tutorial. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you guys want more Canva tutorials, because I promise you, like I said, I use Canva. Canva is that girl. I am not sponsored. I pay my subscription every month, okay? There's so much you can do with Canva. I love it. I really do. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, guys. We're almost at 5,000 subscribers. I cannot believe it. Thank you so much. I'm doing a giveaway, so stay tuned for that. I'm so excited, you guys. I will see you in my next video. Until next time, my Kandor crafters.